I will get my own kingdom. Oh god. Let me turn that down just a little bit. I will get my own kingdom. Alright, goddamn. Okay, this is yeah, a little loud. Alright. I will get my own kingdom. That's probably better. That's a good mix. Yeah. But yeah, here we are back at it, boys. Welcome. Hope you've been enjoying your mornings. I have. Yeah, for sure I have. But we're going to read through Berserk here a little bit. Read, what would you say? Probably about 10 chapters or so. Do about an hour and a half of this. We're going to set up the next arc where this all goes. And it's going to expand a little bit as we've been expanding slowly, getting more point of views from Isidiro to Fairnese and Serpico to Casca and not Judo, Casca and Rickert. You get these different perspectives, these different viewpoints that are now starting to expand outside of just the Black Swords and of just angry old Guts. Anyway, let's get started here. Oh man. Actually, give me 1 second. Oh yeah, 1 hour of Earth. That'll get us in the mood. Can I scroll? Oh yeah, it's per page. I forgot. I will get my own kingdom. I will get my own kingdom. But yeah, here's Griffith declaring to Guts, my dream has not changed. I will still get my own fucking kingdom. Yep, nothing has changed. And Zod shoots off, flying away. Rickert, nothing has ended. If you learn the truth and come to hate me, so be it. But if even then you say you can still chase the dream, I'll have no cause to refuse you. Wait! I don't understand! What's the truth? Alright. I don't really... Yeah. Sorry, I set this up. Let me get the menu back. Let me, advanced settings. I want to try out this, but the long strip is just too good, dude. I don't understand. What's the truth? We've got... He's already ready. He puts out his fucking crossbows, starts launching them. And they miss, going right past Griffith. Guts, no! Move it, Rickert! You say nothing's changed? After everything you did, you say nothing's changed? You should have known. This is the man I am. You, of all people. Guts, tell it to me. The truth. What happened to Griffith and everyone else that day? However painful it is, don't I have a right to know it too? No! Sorry. No! That's not it either. No. I have to know. Guts! And we get the wind again blowing in the background as Griffith is shuttled off, blown off by Zod to whatever his destiny is, to get his own kingdom, apparently. And we hear in his heart, Badump, as Griffith had protected Casca, someone he needed not to. And he thinks inside of him, Badump, the creature, the one he's melded with, Guts and Casca's child, is within him. They are one. And it does influence him. Anyway, we get back to fucking the swords on the hills here, and we're shooting out, and Rickert's like, that's the truth? But how could that... And we get Puck here, listening as well. Not saying a word, but we do get his perspective, somehow or other. I'd figured it out. That image was from then. And we just Casca reaching out, still wanting Griffith because Griffith is her kid. She can feel it in her hearts of hearts. That's her kid there. Oh, it's no use. It's all buried. What now? This means Guts and Casca's home is, and right when we were all together. Going too! You carried that heavy burden all alone, while I remain ignorant, comfortable by myself in a place like this. Take me with you. I'm a hog too. No. Why not? Because you could never really hate Griffith. Oh. And we get the Rickert stare. It hits him to his fucking core. Him and Guts are not the same. While Guts can, with a burning passion, with a seething rage, tear into creature, forget everything else, to become this beast of hatred, this beast of darkness, in order to take down these creatures and get one step closer to Griffith. The reality is, Rickert can't do that. He can't. He could never hate to that degree. He would die trying. Anyway, so we get the Rickert stare here. Always love a nice stare, dude. But Erica comes up and she's like, "You're leaving? Is everyone leaving?" Erica! You see Rickert like reaching out a hand trying to stop her. Puck's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Hurry and catch her." Rickert looks back, looks at Guts for a second, and bolts after Erica as well. So, what are we gonna do now? Keep on the trail of vengeance? Guts, his eye squints a little bit. As you can see, he's furrowing his brow. He's thinking hard. I won't leave her again. Don't say the trail of vengeance with Casca. I know. That's impossible. I know that. Ain't we reluctant? But the elf cave's been demolished. Staying here's a bit out of the question, huh? 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 Oh, man. Huh? The fact that two branded people can't stay in one place for long was proven at the Tower of Conviction. Ain't there any other elf dwellings around here? None that come to mind. Didn't you just lock up Casca again anyway? That's sad. Didn't she run off in the first place because she hated that? Since I'm the only elf expert here... Oh! Yeah! There's a place! It's a little bit far, but it's a beautiful paradise. Probably safer than anywhere in this world. Why didn't I think of it sooner? My home! We get the Casca face in the background, the no maidens right here. Like, literally, this is just fucking... Mega Mind, no bitches. No bitches? It's the same fucking face. Anyway, let's move on here. You can't even stay? Just one night? Like I said, as long as we have these brands, we'll just attract the dead and demons. The dead and demon spirits. That's a little awkward of a line. Then you'll be in danger too. And Erica. Still, I too don't abandon what you can't replace. Weren't those Godo's parting words? I love that. It throws it in fucking Rickert's face. But yeah, they leave, going their separate ways. Erica and Rickert one way, Guts and Casca another. Take care, Casca! You better be sure to look after her, Guts! Snow. That's right. The time I left the Band of the Hawk, it was in snow just like that. The day I quarreled with him was on a snowy hill just like this. This time, I'm the one who was deserted. I told you once, I will get my own kingdom. You should have known. This is the man I am. You of all people. God, I love this fucking... Dude, the artwork is so crazy good. It never drops in quality. If anything, he fucking raises it at times. Gus looks down, knows Casca and Puck. He thinks back to when Casca was embraced by Griffith. To him, it was this horrific event, but to Casca, it's her kid. It's her kid. She doesn't remember Griffith betraying them. Doesn't remember getting raped by Griffith. Because it was Femto's face, not Griffith's. So even those I don't know. No, that's probably wrong. But it's just, man, my man Guts is just her now here. The one dude he wants to take down is Casca's kid. She would rather see him live in her current state than see him dead. And what if she does come back as Casca? Will she still resent Griffith like Guts? Will he have to let it all go? Man, there's the questions indeed. And you can see all of this tumbling through Guts' mind here while they walk in the snow. I won't leave you behind. I won't desert you anymore. This time, I won't lose you. And now we are going to fucking kind of transition here to something else. We're going to transition to a battle. Get the Earth Sun out of here. I actually should have transitioned that better. But it's fine. Should have mixed that music better. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, thanks for the view, boss. View. Thanks for the fucking follow. I'm so retarded. Anyway. Where are we at? Alright, let me turn the war drums up just a little bit here. Just a little. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, so you have arrows. Shoot, 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 shoot. You know, they're launching down. They're falling down. Actually, wait. Let me... is my mic suppression on? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. This should work better. Yeah. Okay. So you guys can actually hear my sound effects. So as the arrows fly through the air... Men are crashing and slamming into each other in combat. Some of them falling to this barrage of arrows. Next, we see what looks to be this rudimentary artillery devices being launched against their castle encampments, destroying their walls, their catapults, and whatever men hid behind them. The Kushan step through the corpses, descending and sieging the broken castle. Oh man, what a great shot. It says, Shet, Western Midland. I love it. And they're now just beheading men all over the place. Shooting arrows into some of the others. Throwing them into a pit, still alive. Ah! Stop this! Throwing a torch. And as all of this is happening, the women are being carted off. What will happen to us? Oh god, I know what happens, and it is not fucking good. Who knows? I'm sure we'll be taken to their land as slaves, or else be made to have Kushan children. It's the quickest way to take over another place. I heard a rumor that they sacrifice women to their god. No! Either way, we're done for. This town, this kingdom, the Band of the Hawk. If only he were here. This would never... There's no use saying that now. It's coming. Soon now, our helping hand. What is wrong with this girl? She saw her parents burned to death. She must have lost her mind. It's coming. The Hawk of the Light is coming. I can hear it. That's what the wind whispers. If only it did not take so long for a city to fall. But General, they show no sign of accepting our repeated counsel to surrender. Seems the fear of our army is a bit too strong a medicine. The fools call extermination down on themselves when they could go on living as war slaves. If only they'd submit. Our forces have already managed to bring down six fortresses, and yet here you are. An entire clan has failed to capture just one man. I'm flabbergasted, Baki Raka. And we have a general on his prideful, not his prideful platform, his powerful platform essentially. Some man who's taken shit here, and he's given shit to the Baki Raka, the men who were supposed to take down Griffith, if you remember. But just in time, Zod showed up to save him. Oh man, our forces have already managed to bring down 6 fortresses, and yet here you are. An entire clan has failed to capture just one man. I'm flabbergasted, Baki Raka. The Baki Raka clan, back at it. They've popped up here and there. They were employed by Midland at one time. They were the homies who tried to stop the escape of Griffith way back in the day. They're an elite group for sure. I mean, Guts has fought with this fella a few times himself. Anyway, I always loved the Kushan, dude. The drip is off the charts, man. If I could have a lion cape, like a shawl like that, that's so fucking sick. I also love the uniform, the breastplate, really cool. This guy's one as well. Also, the headdresses are just fucking sick as shit, dude. The drip is, it ain't even drip. It's a fucking waterfall of style. Anyway, what makes you a warrior clan? How absurd! And now you say the hawk flew off on the evil beast? Who would believe such nonsense? Begging your pardon, but this invasion? I hear tell that it all started based on an oracle received by the high priest. In that case, any kind of abnormal phenomenon should be possible. He just kicks him in the head. One who is as a slave ought not to speak as if informed. What do priests know of war from a military standpoint? Claiming an oracle as the start of a war is no more than a pretext. You Baki Raka, and now he's grinding his foot into the clan leader's head, who rely on such mattered tripe are pathetic. You all were driven from the empire for siding with the defeated royal family in the previous struggle for imperial succession, but your original social standing was at the level of slaves. What goodwill repatriation do you? I don't get that line at all. What goodwill repatriation do you? Is that a mistranslate? I don't know. Even if our great emperor recognizes people like you as soldiers for amusement's sake, entrusting you with a mission is an act of raving drunkenness. What are you? And you can see him push up real quick. And he grabs the fucking arrow. If you would pardon the urgency. The general's, it didn't work. Run! And the two men already, I love this. These guys are true monks. Oh, damn you! And he slams down his just absolutely gnarled fist. Look at this. He's got like a bone spur in his hand that must have been made from birth. Oh, Christ. That must be so painful. Oh. We beg your pardon. So swift. What skills? And they crushed iron armor with their bare hands. Are they monsters? We now return to our mission for searching for the hawk. Oh, it looks like the hawk has come to them. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go to it. We get this beautiful shot of the Hawk and the Kushan looking each other over for just a second. He's just stunned. Everyone's, is that the Hawk of Light? Impossible. Why is he here? All of a sudden, he's already past him. His speed, unreal. Even the Baki Raka, who are so swift, as the general just called them, can't keep up. Why is that? Now, why is that? Maybe it's the fact that this is a god hand reincarnated. That they can't compete with his reality bending skills. You, what? He already got him in the eye. Oh, the fucking advisor to the general, all the soldiers looking on. Excellency? What do you think you're doing? Fire! Fire your arrows! They all look on in astonishment as the arrows go directly through the White Hawk, Griffith. Not one arrow? Did he dodge? Impossible! No way not that many. A coincidence? But... Fools! Of course it's mere coincidence! Why are you just standing there? I love the Baki Raka just sweating. He's like, oh god. Second Valley! Fire! And before they're drawing their bows, getting ready to aim, but behind them they hear... What's happening? It's our boy Zod. He's appeared, man. And he's ready to fight with his fucking absolutely insane horse at his side. I love how they both just don't have pupils. That's like, the horse has got to be a fucking apostle too, right? Or is it possessed? Who knows? What is he? Is he with that man? Slay him as well! Ah! And you see Zod just tearing them apart with his fucking long blades. Wait, what is that? Is that one a hammer? Yeah, oh, one's an axe and one's one of those fucking horse slayers from earlier, the Kushan horse slayers. That's like a wood chopping axe, I would say. No, that might even be bigger, like a giant's axe. Anyway, Zod tears off the heads, fucking totally annihilates the bodies with his supreme and unreal strength. Remember, he's been fighting, well, we don't know, we know at least 300 years, but he knows the Skull Knight. So, he could be even more ancient. Just have to wait with time and context clues. Anyway, the Kushan are massacred. They start fleeing in terror. That warrior, he's a monster. Stand your ground, men. They're just 2 horsemen. Oh, hurry and bring them down. Stop dawdling. But as the men close in around Griffith, you see even the Baki Raka, he stands back. He's just watching horror, realizing there's no reason to fight this. The general's dead. But yeah, these men are just absolutely annihilated by this horseman. A horseman in full plate, sitting, adorned by a massive horse as well, in full plate. This just absolute behemoth of a knight. My enemies, your pardon for being on horseback. My name is Locus. I have written here, guided by an oracle. I recognize you as the Hawk of Light. Is this the truth? The Moonlight Knight. Focus. God, I can't say anything. Locus. Focus. I accept your sword. Delighted. Hawk of Light. Hawk, but that can't be. I heard he died. No, there's no mistaking him. I saw his face in the victory parade at Windham. It couldn't be anyone else. He is Midland's guardian angel. Ah. Way back then, the victory parade. Man, does that feel like a fucking lifetime ago. When they fucking took, the castle of Chudar, I believe. I'd have to look back at the specific... No, they were fighting the Empire of Chudar. It's a 100-year war with Chudar, and they finally won it. Anyway, we get this beautiful shot of all these men fucking terrified for their lives. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is a big fucking panel. We get a just absolutely beautiful animation of Locust just using his lance to fucking take like 4 people in the head at once. Zod just being an absolute unit, just going to town, scaring the bejesus out of everyone. Oh, that's what this shot is. The lance going in. Oh, that's great. You still get it right here, but you get an up and personal shot on the side of all their faces. One through the eye, one through the mouth, another through the mouth. And then even this chain armor can't stop it. The same time we have Zod just going fucking going Berserk. Men screaming, Bakiraka watching fear, this lady tearing off her fucking braces. It's him. He's the one. Hey you, stop girl, it's dangerous. Griffith, the wind whispered that the world has begun to change. And we get this beautiful shot of Griffith, him emanating this almost unreal power. Or this like holy power, I should say, this godly power. Anyway, we get some Zod massacring. What is that, a lightsaber? But you guys get what I mean. We got the Moonlight Knight Locust over here throwing his fucking shit around. Throwing his shit, his fucking super long lance, just acting like he's spearing pickles out here. Anyway, the advisor's like, stop them! Stop those 2 horsemen! Young master. Young master. Wait. What benefit is there in being loyal to these? We should have taken advantage of this chaos to capture the hawk. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mystified. And now we get this beautiful shot of the Locust, the Zod, both of them just massacring Kushan in the background, while Griffith stands on watching. And this girl just taken back by him, saying she had seen this coming, almost as if she has a little mental gift in the above region. He's incredibly powerful. Oh, he's incredibly beautiful. It's like he's not even human. I love that. God damn it. Yeah, he's not. Pastor, all of a sudden, 2 men jump up, swift. It's the Bakiraka. They're about to pound him. Look out! And Griffith turns his gaze. But before they can reach Griffith, some sort of cloth descends from above. Impossible! We Tapasa were knocked down? Slow. Tus, the summon of the Bakiraka, the Tapasa, inquire in amazement. And we get this creature just obscured by cloth, almost similar to Guts' shit. How he had that like a cloth beneath him. And sometimes use that to obscure his shape so he could dodge incoming attacks. People would just attack his cloth somewhere, and he wouldn't be there. His body wouldn't be there. It was too large for him. It obscured him. That mask! You're Roxkas! What? Why is our clan's exile here? I heard the oracle, so you're the Hawk of Light. You're lovely. Someday I'll lop off your head and make it mine. Griffith just looks on, smiling, knowing he'll never be able to do that. Until then, I'll let no harm come to you. I'll play with you two. The other guy drops a fucking leg, and these 2 absolute units of monks trying to demolish this guy. I mean, look how big one fucking arm is, dog. It's a goddamn cannon. Anyway. the whole city is burning. The whole castle is collapsing around them as this battle takes place. Bar the gate! Cut off their escape! Wait, were they barring it or trying to fucking escape? Oh, cut off the escape of the prisoners. I see, okay. What? And we have this massive, I love that. The dude who is fucking getting at the gate, his head just gets pounded off. And you see the reveal. What? This huge behemoth of a fully plated knight with a shield bigger than most men and a hammer that could crush you just by touching you. It walks through the door. Giant? A Naga? Stand your ground. He's by himself. Attack! And you can see he fucking... He almost like slams something on his fucking... On his shield here that has a mouth revealed. And as he slams this open area that he had brought out, he ignites something. A cannon blast. Which I really love this. He doesn't actually have to... He uses... I guess his weapon has flint in it. Or they have flint in there and he just smashes it against, creating a spark, blowing the whole thing up. It's such a cool way of having a cannon actually activate. Anyway, so he fucking blows it up. It just absolutely demolishes everything in the region, tearing men in two. You can see heads flying, jaws demolished, hands catapulted. It's just an absolute shit show for the Kushan in here. It spat fire, and you see he shoots out two fucking this guy's got it all, bro. Two little fucking like almost how a musket has what do they call those? What do they call them? Sword on end of musket. This will tell me the name. A bayonet. Yeah, it's like he almost has two bayonets pops out here. He starts just mauling them, slicing one way, not even stabbing. He can just slice them with ease. And then using the warhammer just to tear through the rest of them. Message! All forces in the stronghold deploy. What in the... Huh? Who goes there? Who was in the darkness? Were they apostles? Possessed people? Who knows? But it seems the God Hand's helping them. That's the Hawk of Light, the savior of the world. Or perhaps, we see this bird that's been watching on from above now flies away, far, far away to a tree. A tree with someone wearing a hat. Why is she wearing the hat? But you do see up top this hat is an elf. Ah, you're back. The woman looks into the bird's brain. Thank you. Why'd you have to use a bird? Nearing that force field as a luminous body was perilous. One mistake and I'd be lost in the astral world. Gee, Shirke, you're so tough to understand. The angel is the hawk of darkness, the master of the sinful black sheep, the king of the blind white sheep, the one who shall call down upon the world an age of darkness. The hawk of darkness. That's who Griffith is? Or at least this Shirky, this... I mean, she has some sort of magic. She knows how to astral walk. She knows how to communicate with birds. She might just be right. This might be the master of the sinful black sheep, the king of the blind white sheep. Who are the white sheep? And who are the black sheep? Are the black sheep the apostles, the God Hand? Are the white sheep the people beneath him, like this girl who sees him as the hawk of light? An age of darkness. What does that entail? So many questions from this little prophecy. We've heard it before, but this is the first time we've heard it spoken of Griffith. In such a resounding tone, too. Like, there's no doubting it. Anyway, we see the aftermath of the battle. A choking stench. Minds gone numb with the stench of blood hanging in the air. Dyed red. Everything red. Red in the setting sun shining upon the blood. This scene should be only gruesome. However, it was like... Instead, it was like an inimitable painting. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, that's my speech coming out. That's my fucking struggle to say words. An inimitable painting. Oh, God. An inimitable painting. Imitable. I don't think I fucking have heard this word.
Inimitable.
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 Inimitable. A choking stench. Minds gone numb with the stench of blood hanging in the air. Dyed red. Everything red. Red in the setting sun shining upon the blood. The scene, which should be only gruesome. However, instead, it was like an inimitable painting. And we get Griffith with his soldiers bowing beneath him, taking their oaths, swearing loyalty. We were now surely in the midst of some extraordinary tale. Berserk! Oh, man. Anyway, we're now gonna go away from Griffith again. We're gonna catch up with Lady Fairnese and her protector. What do you call him? What do you call that? What do you call that boy? Serpico? Yeah, that's his name. So we catch up in the winter here. Ah, thank goodness we found a place. No, that's not Serpico. Ah, thank goodness we found a place where the snow and wind are tolerable for the time being. Was he a fucking Southern belle now? It is nice not to have to move with so many people. Nice and quiet. It truly feels like a journey. How so? It's cold. We're hungry. None of it is nice. Then shall we return to the holy city? Give up on the black swordsman? I have no such intentions. Do you suggest I report to the court of the Supreme that the holy Iron Chain Knights and refugees were swallowed by monsters? Forget reassignment. We might actually end up being tried as heretics. Wonder if the vice commander's okay. He's an overly literal man. That's not Serpico either. What am I thinking here? Besides, I no longer care to return to that mansion. Serpico just listens on, not saying a word. But listen, what are you doing over there? Come closer to the fire. No, you needn't worry. We can't afford Kushan or the like to show up, so I will keep watch. Who would be out in this snow? Come and warm yourself. I'll not have one who supplies my food collapsing. I love how he gets closer, but he turns his back to it. It was a snowy night, just like this, when I happened to meet Lady Fairnese. Cold and hungry, call forth that childhood day. Beat it! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, you fucking little punk! From now on, we're the ones who say who gets food around here. Runts like you don't get a share. Now get lost! I love it. As they take the food, they're looking in. He was holding a brick that whole time, keeping it hidden. And he just throws it down, smacking him in the head. Oh, you little John! Stop! Stop! Oh! This is the holy city, the capital where God dwells. The myriad towers aspire to praise God. The bells resound his glory. Here everything exists for God, and all is offered up to him. For those with nothing to offer, this city could prove to be a harsh place. Ah, the Serpico background. I love it, dude. Oh, baby. Well, let's hear it, man. What is your background? What's your backstory, baby? In a rotting hovel, on the edge of said city, I spent my youth together with it. A dim room at the rear of the second floor. Opening that door was always depressing. I have your meal, mother. He called his mother it. In a rotting hovel on the edge of said city, I spent my youth together with it. Why does he call his mother it? Keep that in your mind. You'll find out soon enough. Emaciated to skin and bones by illness, it reminded the young me of death. Where have you been? While your mother suffers here so? My back aches. Rub it for me. Her protruding, twisted spine and ribs made her seem like some strange monster. How did you get those bruises? Oh, I got into a fight with boys in town. You are an aristocrat. Fighting with commoners is absurd. You must have pride. Someday your father will come for us. You must have the pride of an aristocrat. The pride of an aristocrat, so you don't disappoint him when that day comes. You alone are my hope. You mustn't get too excited, mother. You will suffer another coughing spell. I give this to you. Have pride. She repeated that deliriously like some mantra. Apparently long ago, she worked as a maid in a certain nobleman's mansion. She said at the end of the honeymoon with him, she was blessed with me. Carry it with you, always. Perhaps one day it will prove your claim. So I'm the bastard son of a nobleman. Mother clung to her sweet memories and lived vicariously by burdening me with her dream. Aye, thanks for the follow, boss. It seems she couldn't even imagine how in the world a child not even 10 had to manage to support himself and his mother on her sickbed. You owe my brother one from yesterday. Beat him half to death. Every day, mother forced me to bear more pride than I ever could. And every day, the city robbed me of that pride completely. Before I knew it, I've lost all expression and no longer felt anything. I can't move. At this rate, I'll be buried in snow. Maybe that's just as well. Might be easier. The sound of wheels. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Stop the carriage! Stop! Stop! My lady? I knew at a glance. Aristocrat. The word was a curse to me. What gazed down on me was unlike myself. No imposter. A genuine daughter of nobility. Perfect from her head to her toes. Silly rabbit. Insolent whelp! What is it, my lady? We'll be late for Holy Communion. What is it? Is this filthy child dying in the street? So nonchalant about it in the holiest city. They're literally going to church. Holy Communion can wait. Put that boy in the carriage. We're taking him to the mansion. My lady? My lady, we shall see to him. No, you shall not. I will look after this boy. All of you may leave. So she think, So she thinks she's founded a wounded puppy or something. Heed this. I am the one who saved your life. So now you belong to me. Pledge yourself. At that time, it was beyond my ability to fathom. But thanks to that, I was able to find unexpected employment. At a noble mansion? What is the name? I was so excited, I failed to ask. I was told I would live and work there starting tomorrow. Do not worry, my wages will allow me to hire a housekeeper to care for you. This is your one chance to touch noble society. Serve them well. Shit, I didn't even do her voice there, my bad. Now I'd be liberated from this melancholy monster. I'd be lying if I said it didn't lift my heart. Although hearing what she said, I became aware of my sin. How's Vandaminian? How's Vandaminian? How's Vandamian? How's Vandimian? Vandimian, that's probably the name. How's Vandimian? Its assets are rumored to surpass the budget of an eminent nation. Its bloodline is apparent in the royal families of several kingdoms. It is the noble family of noble families, centered in the holy city and boasting tremendous influence even in the religious community. But I was too young to comprehend such significance. Looking at it again, it's huge. Starting today, you're my personal page. You are to obey me absolutely. Serve me well. Yes, Lady Fairnese. I was released from those abominable days, and with that in mind, I was able to brook the somewhat unreasonable commands of my new mistress. We see him getting drowned, Lady Fairnese pushing him deeper and deeper. She probably ordered him to go save Silly Rabbit, throwing him in the water itself, sicking her hounds on Serpico as he needs to run from them, making sure not to get mauled. Even getting bucked off a horse by Lady Fairnese. Poor thing, you put up with it well. You say you fell off a horse? You might have broken some bones. All of Lady Fairnese's servants get fed up with her disposition and run off. She even set fire to one girl's dress, badly burning her. Mind you don't go and put the young mistress in a foul mood. All in the mansion tread carefully around this little tyrant, but she had a fitting reason to be as such. Her father, the Lord Vandamian, I don't know. Vandamian was zealous for his work and rarely returned to the mansion. And her mother, losing herself in disposition, abandoned her daughter daily. Her parents buried her in things to express their love. The Lady Fairnese was literally left to herself in this expansive mansion. The solemn statues looked down upon her, a grave and gloomy labyrinth. While there were dozens of servants employed, she would rarely pass even one of them. Something about it reminded me of the melancholy hovel in which Mother and I lived. In this huge prison, she lived alone as she saw fit. You'll catch a cold. He gives her a blanket and she pushes him off the balcony. Maybe it was not mere pity and selfishness. Maybe we both sensed the same scent upon one another. One stormy night. Listen to me. You will stay here all night and hold my hand. Yes, milady. No! Lady Fairnese, it is all right. Do something about that thunder. Now! But I cannot... Oh no! The window! Lady Fairnese! Lady Fairnese, where are you? There, in the storm. She was dancing in circles, crying out in a queer voice that was neither a scream nor a laugh. Something ghastly compelled her. Lady Fairnese! Hey, it's a storm! You just need to become a storm yourself! was this abnormal behavior that repulsed the people around her. One time, she led me into the woods behind the mansion. There, deep in the forest, existed a tiny clearing. Suddenly, I realized that scattered around us were what looked like the bones of small animals. Fetch me some twigs. This small bird, just recently, Lady Fairnese had been doting upon it. Lady Fairnese? It wouldn't become attached to me at all. Setting the bird in the cage alight. For but a moment, it fluttered furiously and cried out. Then, before long, fell into silence. This is my crematory. This is my crematory. My holy altar. I burn all the bad ones here. I love the hawk symbol in the background. That's so fucking fried. She spoke absorbedly, her smile illuminated by the flames. That story about the burnt servant wasn't a lie? It was as if, in doing this, she intended to frighten people and drive them away. But then, why? The plaza overlooked by Lady Fairnese's bedroom. It was used for stake burnings during the height of an inquisition. I heard that when she was young, she went out and threw torches personally. I love how he's watching now. I suppose she was alone in this darkness, lit only through the windows by the flickering flames. Father! Actually, let me get a little bit of fucking... Oh, yeah. There it is. Perfect. Alright, let's get back to it. Father! One snowy day, the master of the mansion returned. It had been over a year since I was hired, but this was the first time I had seen him. Just a minute, Fairnese. I was just discussing business. Yes, Father. Oh? What is that filthy doll? Huh? Throw that out. I can order as many new ones as you like. Anyway, run along for now. Run along for right now. Yes, Father. Lady Fairnese. According to my fellow servants, years ago, the one time that family took a trip together, Lady Fairnese nagged her father to buy that rabbit fur. It seems to have been a precious memento. He doesn't even remember the trip. That's why it fucking broke her so much. To her, it meant everything. To him, her father, it meant nothing. Throw it out, so she burns it. Lady, go away. I'll burn you up as well. I will. She's afraid. Afraid of being left all alone in this vast prison. She's afraid, so she injures them. She is afraid, so she estranges them. She is afraid, so she is desperate to be the one who is feared. Before a child can ever grasp for happiness, he must bury that part of himself, adapting to reality. However, before long, his true self vanishes as the snow piles up in the labyrinth. One time, I was halted by the master of the house. I thought he would accuse me of stealing it. This? What is it, master? What is that hanging around from your neck? This? Let me see it closely. Oh, I thought so. It contained an inlaid picture of my young mother and father. Thus I came to meet him. There's nothing especially moving about it for me. It was rather underwhelming. He's the one. He's the one. However, the truth that Lady Fairnese was my younger half-sister shook me more than a little. Father said that there were 3 men, my half-brothers, each vying to succeed him as head of the family. He explained that in order to avoid any more useless squabbling, there was no way he could allow me, as a bastard, to assume the family name Van de Meon. If I promised to protect the secret thenceforth, I'd be granted a title of nobility. My circumstances would be dealt with in an appropriate fashion. Would you be willing to meet my mother? In time. A polite dismissal. With so many assets, finding me and my mother should have been trivial. My poor mother. It is God's guidance. I accepted my father's conditions. Very well. Very well. I hope to remain in this mansion. Honestly, I'm quite at a loss as concerns Fairnese. She feigns innocence before me, but I hear from those in the mansion that their lives have been made much easier since you became her companion. That was what the father, who saw her only once all year, said shamelessly. We do not have the power now to melt the snow that lies thick about us. Perhaps we merely wanted to feel the warmth in each other, a warmth we had in common. Alright, boys, one more chapter here, and then we're gonna bail. Time passed within the labyrinth. The two saplings beneath the snowy drift became bent and entwined as they grew. Without their knowledge, trees began to extend their branches beyond their miniature garden, bearing curious fruit. This is all these years later. Lady Fairnese and Serpico. Lady Fairnese, if you would join me for this dance. Lady Fairnese, rather, would you join me? Excuse me, Serpico, be my partner. So much for that. She is impossible to please. Everyone aims to be close to her. They're all desperate to get under the Vandemilion umbrella. Is she going to dance with none but her escort? Who is he anyway? I heard he belongs to the peerage, but was originally Lady Fairnese's page. He was born common? Lady Fairnese. It seems her father, Lord Vandemilion himself, is his sponsor. He sure picked the right place to worm into. Lady Fairnese? She turns around, throws a glove in his face. I'll not forgive you insulting my companion, lady. A duel! However, as I am a lady, the very one you insulted shall be your opponent. I knew it. Ching, ching, ching. Well then. I guess this is a draw. Very well fought. I love how Serpico doesn't even have to kill it. Like, he could just kill him. He waits for a shot in his arm while also disarming him. Come now. Your skills belie your common origin. No wonder, as you have been chosen as the guard for the young Lady Vandemilion. I apologize for my earlier impoliteness, Lady Fairnese. She just looks on with almost annoyed gaze. This wound is last week's, and this is from last month. Seems she's been whipping long before the fucking Holy Iron Chain Knight days. Man, this bitch is insane, bro. She's absolutely fucking snapped. At this rate, you'll one day be like a ragdoll. Why won't you fight seriously? Not at all. You give me too much credit. Fine then. Maybe you would be more exciting as a ragdoll. She just bites the shit out of him. Since when was it that despite her bent shape, Lady Fairnese came to have feelings for me beyond those of a mistress for her servant? Your sword skills should have been enough to win any of those duels easily. Oh yeah, I guess it's... I missed that line. Whoops. Maybe that was a natural thing, rather, for the two raised in the cradle of the little garden. And we see him training now. In some sort of park somewhere. Leaves falling down. And he gets them all. Great job, Serpico. Doesn't even open the fucking eyes. Gotta love it. When I was a child in this city, I was taught to the point of revulsion that retribution is a foolishness that occurs only retribution. This is the best way to preserve Lady Fairnese's honor without sowing discord. Oh shit. Oh, my keys are terrible right now. Whoops. Oh, that's much better. And he looks on, gives them the coin, these two starving children. that year in the Holy City, I often caught sight of waifs. Mother's condition progressed, and I had to send her to a sanitarium. She no longer even knew who I was. Dear husband, I've been waiting for you. That severity had vanished from her face. In the end, Father never came once to see her, gazing away at a dream. In time, she came to live within that dream. This must have relieved her. The master of the house came back after several years. Marriage? But so soon? You object? I'm doing this for your sake, Fairnese. I've heard tell every time you go to a ball, a duel ensues. It seems that I have not intervened enough in the life of my only daughter. Being 16, you must assume the dignity of lady. Your fiancé is a certain generous member of royalty who's accepted this proposal despite being aware of your negative behavior. It goes without saying, but this is also for the sake of the Vandemion family. You do understand? Yes, Father. Curious fruit, left to be raised by another. But when it is ripe, the one who picks it is the owner of the forest. Lady Fairnese! He finds her just absolutely naked at her fucking old burning tree. Lady? No, I can't leave this place. Outside, I can't live anywhere other than here. But if you were to take me and run away, because you and I are bent together. Serpico, as she's embracing him, he's just fucking, he's pouring out. He's like, nope. He's like, you have no idea. We cannot. We're brother and sister. Maybe even half, but still. But yeah, he's sweating over here like, oh god. He ungrasps her hand, unlocks their hands, and pushes her back, denying her. And you can see how much this tears her apart, shakes her to her core. This is the first time she's ever been denied by Serpico, ever been pushed away. Fathers, mothers, siblings, why was I now unable to escape from all the yokes that bound us? A fire! The mansion! The young mistress has gone mad! And she's just burning the house down now. Serpico saves her right before she's crushed to death. That foolish daughter, to think she could go so far. I'd permit absolutely no one to hear of this. It would smear the Vandemion name. It would smear the Vandemion. Vandemion. It just sounds Vandemione. That's what we're gonna do. Fuck it. It would smear the Vandemione name in the mud. The wedding is called. Wait, that's not. That foolish daughter, to think she could go so far. I'd permit absolutely no one to hear of this. It would smear the Vandemione name in the mud. The wedding is called off. Lady Fairnese was sent to a monastery after one of the mansion's houses burned down in the fire. She's a devil child. I cannot deal with her. On the master's orders, I was sent as well to learn about the world and to observe her. Undesignedly, her wish had come true. But ever since that day, there was no longer anything between Lady Fairnese and myself but a mistress-servant relationship. Days were spent in tranquil dialogue with God, but the Vandemione name did not long afford her such leisure. Oh, how gallant! It is tradition that the leader of the Holy Iron Chain Knights be a lady. But how grand for it to be the daughter of the glorious Vandemione family. We entrust to you this duty. Your vice commander, Azan, will see to all practical matters, so you need not worry. You may ask him many things regarding a knight's frame of mind. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Then, by chance, that winter, rampant heretics began setting fires to temples and mansions of the nobility. Even the Holy Iron Chain Knights, who were primarily ceremonial guards, were sent to compulsorily capture and suppress the heretics. That rundown building! All forces, charge! As if possessed, Lady Fairnese took personal charge of rounding up the heretics. God, I haven't said anything about the cells, because the story is so good. But it's like, the writing's great. The artwork is phenomenal. Yet you can't talk about both constantly. You just gotta you just gotta, give them a little, do good job on the artwork, and then get back to this phenomenal story. It's just, this entire time, the artwork has been phenomenal. Like, this fucking shaded line right here. Them stuck in the darkness of the carrots, the light seeping in from the outside. It's so perfectly animated. So perfectly drawn. Anyway, that diligent discharge of duty was enough to make even the court supreme marvel. She looked on, enjoying the flames, just like in her childhood. Lady Fairnese's expression, illuminated by the flames. It was the one from that time. Flames, they scorched her heart. The fundamental of her childhood. Perhaps Lady Fairnese. The fundament of her childhood? Might be a little mistranslation. Perhaps Lady Fairnese had found the place she belonged. Heretics. They weren't devil worshippers. They were members of a heretical sect. It was denounced as heresy by the Holy See. They preached all are equal in the eyes of God. They protested against the wealth of the world being monopolized by the church and nobility. The oppression against those who threatened their soul. In reality, it meant entire family wiped out. If even one relative was exposed, I see. The oppression against those who threatened their social status and authority reached the extremes of violence. If even one relative was exposed as a heretic, an entire family would be coerced into a trial. In reality, it meant an entire family wiped out. Nearly all those who were arrested were poor, third-class citizens who lacked even their daily bread. They were who I once was. But no gruesome spectacle I witnessed could manage to shake my heart. Until then. And we see his mother on a pyre, a run-down sanitarium. We were finally able to strike their headquarters. Who would have thought a sanitarium would be their den? Well done, Lady Fairnese. Mother? Lady Fairnese whips her head around. Huh? What did he just say? Why? Oh, God. Why is she here? Serpico! There's some kind of mistake. I mean, Mother. Mother no longer... Ba-thump. 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 Understands anything. Ba-thump. Mother. Did he just say mother? Is your mother among those? That would be impossible. A relative of a family, a relative of a member of the Holy Iron Chain Knights, a heretic? Well, yes, but he did just... If this is true, it constitutes a major problem. Is it my fault? Is it because I left you all alone in that house? But was not your wish fulfilled thanks to that decision? Oh, dear husband. I chanced to meet Father and join the peerage as you wished. Have you been despondent nonetheless since? Isolated, clinging to God while living in your dream world? Oh, how long it has been. I hated you. I sometimes wished for your death so I might escape your yoke. Is that the reason? Has our son been of use to you? He has not done anything to disgrace the family name. Is this your revenge? As he's sweating, losing his mind. You throw the torch. For... Prove it to me. Prove she's not your mother. Swear it once more. I am your mistress. Only I. Always, now, and forever. What did we bury and hide? What did we burn to ashes? What were we delivered from? What were we enchained by? The third winter since then. That mansion, that holy city, is probably buried in snow again. We left that labyrinth we never thought we would escape, and now we're beneath the sky of a long journey. The snow's fallen, surrendering. The snow's falls, surrendering. Let's depart. Lady Fairnese will follow that black swordsman, as if trying to melt the snow with some flame. Upon the snow, the footprints alone continue on. And that's Berserk! I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the fucking reading. I had a blast. Thank you guys for all the follows. As always, enjoy your days. Enjoy your lives. Enjoy whatever time you got out there while you got on this fucking rock. And I'll see you on the next stream, whether that be gaming, reading, cooking, whatever fucking nonsense I'm up to. Peace out.